Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you a simple way to get a winged liner. So I'm going to start by taking my brush, and this is a Morphe M158. This is actually an eyebrow brush, but it's any angled brush will work really. And I'm going to be using an Inglot gel liner. I like gel better than liquid because it's easier to play with. So I'm gonna scrape it onto the back of my hand. I'm just grabbing a dollop of it and scraping it right there onto the back of my hand. I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna dip either side into the liner, and I'm going to flatten it against my hand like this. And then you can see the end of the brush gets sharp. And that's what I'm going to use to create my wing. Starting with the angle facing out, I'm just going to place it where I want it and slide the brush down. And you see how nice and sharp like that got it. And again, when I go back in, I'm doing the same thing on both sides. Just this like scraping motion, and that will keep the tip of the brush nice and sharp. So then I like to go in and finish the rest of the eyeliner on the eye. And now I'm holding it in the opposite direction. So the usual direction. So now that that's done, I need to connect the two. And I'm gonna go back in and dip again. And now I'm gonna hold it again in the opposite direction. And I'm just gonna place it on top and slide it backwards. And slide it just to meet the rest of that. And then I'll turn it around and fill it in. And it's really that simple. Now, if you want to extend this a little bit, just take the sharpness and sharpen it again, and just... So then I like to go in and fill in this little area in here, like inside the eye, because I feel like it looks kind of weird when you can see that like skin color. So you can do this with a pencil. I like to use just this, my brush, and the gel liner because it's more precise. And what I'm going to do is just open my eye all the way and place that brush right there into the lash line and just kind of wiggle it a little bit. Just to fill that in. Be careful not to put too much because then it'll get down in here. That's why I like to use this brush as opposed to a pencil liner, because the pencil liner you're not going to be able to get as precise with, and it's going to get a little more product in there, and that will end up on the bottom of your eye. So you can see the difference now between this eye still has that like white space there, and this eye is nice and dark in the corner. And your liner might dry up and this brush might get thick in the middle of what you're doing. Take a baby wipe or a makeup wipe and wipe all of the product off of the brush. If it gets too hard, just start fresh. Otherwise, you're gonna be struggling. This is the situation where soft is better. So now that I've glued my lashes on, now is when I like to go in with a liquid eyeliner. You can see, like, I feel like it's a little uneven now because of how I glued my lash on. Sometimes it'll like pull a little of the skin down and then the eyeliner is not as crisp and even as it was. Now that I have the base down, this makes it so much easier. And honestly, like, I'm just gonna go in and touch up like that spot. And put a little more here just to darken it up. And I'm gonna do that on both sides. But I'm not going all the way out because I don't feel like I need it. And it will get a mess and get all over the lashes. So just touching it up. And that's it. There you have it. My winged liner made simple. This is like a simple way to do it. You can also use tape if you want to tape it first so you can get your angles. And do the same exact technique, just lay some tape down, and that'll make it much easier for you to get the same angle. Lay your tape down first on both eyes and then go in with your liner. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. Please subscribe, leave any comments or suggestions below, and I hope to see you next time.